Ich bin jetzt auch ein bisschen mit einer Sprachbarriere konfrontiert, denn Isabella hat mich gezwungen, die folgende Präsentation in Englisch anzumoderieren. Und die Barriere zeigt sich schon beim Aussprechen des Namens. Ich bitte jedenfalls auf die Bühne Bronwen Rolls, Director of the Doing Collective. Hello and welcome.
Thank you, hello.
You told me I love hip-hop and soul music, Vogue magazine, pasta, running, and all things that involve talking to people. So we are expecting a presentation with a lot of chatting and talking and...
No hip-hop, thank God.
No hip-hop,
I won't be
okay.
rapping tonight, I'm afraid. I haven't drunk enough yet.
The bar is open. Afterwards. You came from Bristol to the mountains of Vorarlberg, and now you're really living not really on top of the mountains, but close to the top.
Quite high up, yeah.
What made you do this?
I'm going to tell you all later, so
Okay,
don't ruin my
sorry.
presentation. But I do have a reason for being here, yeah.
Okay.
And a good one.
I leave you.
Thank you. All right, so my name is Bronwen Rolls, and I have a marketing and communications company here in Vorarlberg. And tonight I'm going to tell you what I do, why I am here, and how being alone for 2 years made me better at communication, strange as it sounds. So, 5 months ago, I lived here. This is Bristol. It's a large town in the southwest of England. There's 500,000 people there. 16,000 of them work in the same industries as you, in design and the creative industries. It's a creative city, so it's given you Massive Attack and Portishead. It's given you Banksy. It's also given you artists like Cary Grant and the actor who played Darth Vader. Bristol may look incredibly different to Vorarlberg, but there are a lot of things in common. Firstly, a passion for creativity. Secondly, driving of innovation and free thought. Also, young at heart. So, why leave there and come here? His fault. Okay, I met this man nearly 2 years ago. So, we got it on. We started chatting. We texted for a year. I got bored of talking to him through my handy. So, I packed up my home and I moved here. It's not as romantic as it sounds. Romance will not pay my rent, it will not buy my schnitzel, and it won't buy my shoes. So, I need to work here. I want to work here because I love my job. I don't speak your language, you might have noticed that. I will work on it, but I have an idea. I used to work here. This is an international innovation and design consultancy. 75 people, 700 projects a year were put out globally. And my job was to listen to my colleagues, listen to their stories, and then tell their stories to the rest of the world. I was their marketing and communications manager. So I listened to them so I could understand their work and then strategically tell their stories to an audience all over the world. Because people love good stories. I told them on Twitter, Facebook, you name it. I blogged, the television, speaker sessions and conferences. And we got a lot of business. To get a job like that is not a straight line. So I learnt a few lessons along my way, and the biggest lesson was in 2010. I went traveling on my own for 2 years. 2 years on your own is a lot of time being very quiet. When I stopped talking, I started listening. For 2 years on my own, I listened to everything. Listening is twice as important as talking. That's why 2 ears and 1 mouth. Over those 2 years, I started to recognize real human stories, and I realized how important they were. Once I listened to everyone and everything, the more I listened, the more I realized that what really mattered in a real connection and in real communication was stories. And to do the stories, you had to engage through listening. I could understand more. I could connect more with people. I know it sounds so obvious, but do you really listen that often? I ran out of money after 2 years. I was back in Bristol and I needed a job, but I was not letting go of my new listening skills. 10 years of marketing I combined with the ability to listen and my enthusiasm to communicate further. So I started listening to my clients. Because I listened to my clients, I understood I could communicate their stories. Their stories I told were stories of creativity, like your stories. I told design stories, brand extension stories, development processes. I told these very human stories around the world. From my little office in Bristol, I communicated these stories to everyone. I exhibited in New York and Paris. I supported campaigns in Korea and the United States. I worked for the BBC, Unilever, Coca-Cola, you name it. I've had fun with these people. And I thought, well, if I can do it there, I can do it here. This is where my plan kicks in, and I need you all to listen and support me, okay? So, I am here. I'm a really experienced communicator and marketer. I want to listen to you. I can tell your stories to the rest of the world. International business has never been easier. We have the internet. People are using it. I know it's competitive, but you stand out, Vorarlberg. I have only been here 5 months, and I have seen incredible things. Conversations and amazing stories from designers. My neighbors are architects. Everything is up for grabs, and you can share. I am excited. You should be excited. I'm excited to be talking to you tonight, you may have noticed, and nervous. Your domestic market is incredible. You support your economy like I have never seen before, but hey, it won't hurt you to try global. One small problem. 500 million people use English on the internet. Sorry. 1 in 4 people in this world speak a level of English. Those 500 million people could be your next customers. And I've got a solution. I speak English. I have been doing it for nearly 36 years, I'm afraid. I've got a university degree in English. Oh, sorry. The world is open. It wants to talk to you. It wants to hear your stories. With a little bit of English, and those 500 million people could hear all about you. And I can help. So here's my suggestion. I need to learn German really badly. I need to learn dialect. I'm struggling. I also need to learn to ski this winter, otherwise I'm home alone. So, in exchange for any of these skills, please, let me help you speak English. You will have a wonderful economy and wonderful businesses, but imagine the possibilities if you communicate. A little bit of my English, all of your skills. Who knows who's listening to Vorarlberg today? Thank you.